What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as we go ahead and take a look into Dawson's Creek, season number 1, episode number 8, called Escape from New York. So, reading the title of this episode, you guys, I'm pretty positive that this is going to be heavily based around Jen. We've been hearing bits and pieces about how life was for her in New York. I'm guessing we're going to get into more detail about what that was really like for her. Or maybe we'll see some flashbacks of how crappy it was for her. You know, she said that she had a pretty shitty time living up there. She was, doing things that she probably shouldn't have been doing. So I'm guessing we're going to find out some more important things about Jen in this episode. Previous episode, you guys, was the Breakfast Club episode, which it was a really good episode. If you've seen the movie Breakfast Club, it was exactly like that, but for Dawson's Creek. Now, there was a moment in the last episode where all of the kids were playing Truth and Dare, and Pacey and Jen shares a kiss. But then we had Dawson and Joey share a kiss, and the way that those two were kissing definitely, definitely looks like that there could be something there. Okay, um, we know Joey is definitely into her, but I wonder if this kiss is going to change Dawson's perspective of how he views Joey. So this is a very interesting moment, you guys, going into this next episode. So I'm all for it. Can't wait to see what it's all about. And hopefully you guys can't wait as well. So if you are a fan of Dawson's Creek and what we do, don't forget to leave the like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on our Patreon for some early and unedited episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look into Dawson's Creek. Here we go.
Boring. Seen it. Wouldn't watch it if you paid me.
Absolute embodiment of dough. Apart from the occasional sex scandal provided by yours truly, nothing happens here. Oh, man. You know, I swear, one day this town is just gonna shut down completely due to lack of interest.
Oh.
Hey, watch it, man!
Listen, maybe you can help.
You know, I forgot. Can I catch up with you later, Dawson?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll see you in class, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-oh. She does not look happy, though.
Billy, what the hell are you doing here? New York's only 4 hours from here.
I got lost.
Billy, do you
Oh.
have any idea what my grandmother would do if she found out you were here? I mean, the whole reason that my parents sent me to Cape Side was to get me away from you. But
Oh, there's a big problem.
all right. Billy,
No.
this is a good time.
Big problem.
Dawson.
Mm-mm.
Hi. Jen doesn't have a boyfriend, does she?
She damn sure does.
Yeah. She does. Me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrific, man.
Dawson, you're way too
Thank you,
nice.
sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Way too nice. I would have been like, fuck no.
What do you do about it, Dawson? Do you have Daddy throw me out? Do you remove me personally from the premises?
I would have. I definitely would have. Dawson.
Have a sense of humor, man. Look at you. You are all torqued up over nothing. Yeah. Probably split tomorrow. But
Right. Thanks. You're the best.
Oh, I was gonna say it because he slammed it kind of hard. Damn it, Dawson. Poor Joey.
No, I really did want to let you know, Dawson, how
He's prevent Billy's ex from becoming my ex, too.
my feelings for you haven't changed, Dawson. Can't you see that? Try and understand.
I kind of don't.
Unfortunately, I think I do.
I don't understand. Like where she's trying to come through, like with this. That looks like Anaconda.
I need to rent the English patient.
May I suggest to you a movie?
Bite me, Pacey.
busted.
He could be an asshole. He could be an asshole.
What is the big deal?
The instruction was pretty basic, Mitch. Never be more than 3 feet away from your buddy at any... Coffee to
All
start.
right, in 1 second.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Can I take your order?
Already ordered.
This is table 8, Joey. I said table 5.
Okay.
Miss, that coffee, please?
All right, in a second.
I'd be like, woman, you just ordered it. Wait.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, thank you, Satan, for completing this night of horrors by sending one of your disciples to finish me off.
What are you doing?
Is Jen gonna show up?
Hi.
Hey.
It's gonna change the whole momentum of
Yeah,
everything.
I'm here. I'm alone, and I'm sorry about everything, Dawson. About the way that I treated you. I mean, I was foolish, and it was stupid of me to think that. Come on, let's go talk.
Oh, poor Joey. Poor Joey.
It's better, but it's like Billy showed up, and my judgment just flew right out the window. I mean,
Oh my God! What are you,
I swear
dude?
She's too hard on us. Isn't she too hard on
Wait,
herself?
what is he doing here? I thought you told him to go.
I did. I swear to
Yes,
God, I told
but I
you.
simply took the liberty of...
Really terrific friend. This one.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Is this guy bothering you, Chloe?
Chloe?
Okay, just a couple of things. First, her name's not Chloe. It's Joey.
Right.
Second, no, I'm not hitting on her. I'm just her friend. God knows.
Well, thanks for the info. We'll catch you later. Come on, let's take a little walk.
Question? You know what? I think she did answer the question. I just think you happen not to like the answer.
Look, why don't you stay out of this, okay? This is between Jen and me.
Just punch him.
You know what? I think that's where we
Punch him,
disagree,
Dawson.
Because not only does this concern me, it concerns me.
You know, Dawson, I may have made some mistakes, but at least I don't live in a fantasy world where
Jen, I'm
everyone
sorry. I don't
is
want to
pure.
trade insults here. I just want to know where I stand. One of us has got to go. Who's it going to
Right.
be, him or me?
There's nothing wrong with that,
Who's
Jen.
the third wheel in this scenario?
Yeah, I think I am.
Jen.
Come on, cowboy. Party's over.
Yeah, Pacey.
You
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Joe.
Thank you. You're my hero.
Pacey's face.
You know, this is probably one of the best things you've ever done.
Shut up.
Dude, we got to be quiet. Bodie's.
Oh, God. There's got to be something to quiet this kid down.
Gotta pick him up. Pick him up and rock him, maybe.
It's probably the wrong time to tell you this, but, well, maybe it's a perfect time.
If I'm Dawson, that wouldn't mean nothing to me.
The guy who ends up
Like, I would assume it's just 'cause she drank a lot.
Stranded in the cave, and she looks up at him. She's like, "Oh, no, please don't leave me. Promise me you'll come back someday." And he turns around.
There's a fire glowing, sweet as green apple.
I was just gonna say, yes.
Thing at a time, Gail.
Bring me to the heart of the girl.
I like that he did that. Thank you.
Bring me to the natural truth.
It meant nothing. It was completely wasted, obviously.
I would have thought the same thing. That's crazy. I would have thought the same thing.
Ah, Dawson, my fine, oblivious friend. One of these days, you're gonna have to take a gigantic fact check, my friend, all right?
You know, for someone who views himself as a tragically nice guy, I spent an awful lot of time apologizing.
It looks like she's about to break up with him.
Jen, I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Insecurity being at the worst.
You know how you're always curious about a way to say this, but
We can make this work. We can fix this.
No,
I know we can. I
no,
know we
no,
can.
it's
Jen,
over.
I know.
It's over.
Jen, you're upset. You know, sleep on this. We'll talk in the morning. We don't need to go
Dawson,
over all
please
this now.
listen to me. Listen to me. I gotta take a few steps back. I've got to try life on my own for a while.
You can't just make me fall for you and then bail as soon as you.
Sad and free. I can't cry. I can't see what I've done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 8, Dawson's Creek, Escape from New York. So I honestly thought that we were going to get a episode where we find out a lot more about Jen's past. Well, her past made their way down to where they are, pretty much, you guys. So we got introduced to this guy named Billy, who is an ex-boyfriend of Jen's. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love at the end what Jen did. I like that she decided to just say, I need to be by myself. Because honestly, I think she definitely needs to be by herself. Um, I feel like she, I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you guys. I just feel like she's been through so much that she probably does need to just have some time to herself, figure herself out, figure out who she is, figure out what she likes to do, things like that. It seems like she's always gotten herself into either a situation or a relationship where she never really sat there to think about herself. And honestly, I think that was probably the right decision to make. Now, I agree with Dawson as well. I 100% agree with Dawson, okay? I would have been upset to see that Jen would have wanted to hang out with her ex-boyfriend. For what reason? I don't know, okay? So, I didn't understand why she sat there and met up with Billy, okay? If this was an idea or a plan to meet up with him to say, hey, I don't want to be with you, just leave. Why didn't we do that in front of Graham's house? Why didn't we just do it in front of Graham's house? We don't need to go out somewhere just to, for me to break things off with you. I kind of was disappointed that she did that. I was kind of disappointed also that she kissed Billy, because even if it's a goodbye kiss, you're still gonna kiss him? Like, what? What? I wasn't a fan of that. I was like, wow, I felt like that was kind of wrong and messed up. But that goes to why I say I think it was best for her to be by herself, because I do feel like Jen kind of thinks about the other person more than herself. So, for example, I feel like she was very worried and very nervous to let Dawson know about what she wanted to do, because she was super into thinking about what he was going to think or how he was going to feel. Not one time did she think about herself. You know what I mean? So I think it was the right decision. I totally could see both sides of the situation. Um, and I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at Jen. I'm more disappointed than anything, because I get it. There was history with you and Billy, but we didn't have to do what we did. We didn't have to sit here and I think Dawson said the right thing. He was like, "Oh, you pretty much." Let me get to that. Let me get to it. It's literally right at the end, and I kind of agree with what he said. So let me go ahead and play it, and I'll tell you what it was that I was trying to tell you guys.
Committed relationship, and unfortunately, somebody nothing like you.
1,000 miles. I regret my decision constantly. I kick myself to no end.
I'm trying to find
When I
that
come
scene for you
crawling
guys.
Back to you, you'll have every right to say, "Take a hike, Jen. I'm with somebody else now, and I don't
Somebody
need
who
you."
appreciates me.
No, not there, because he was angry when he said what he said there. I think it's right here. So take a listen, you guys, to what Dawson says.
I criticize you for living in a fantasy world, Dawson, but the truth is I envy you. Everything's so new, so untouched for you. I would gladly trade in all my experience for just an ounce of your idealism. And I wish I knew some better way to say this, but
We can make this.
I think it was before that. Long story short, you guys, he was pretty much saying like, wow, you spend a whole day with your ex-boyfriend and now you're going to break things off with me. It's the way he worded it where I was like, yeah, I would have felt the same exact way, because yeah, I would have been upset about it, because why do we have to sit here and think about, you know, why is there a possibility that you could be possibly thinking about Billy? And if there was never a possibility, then why did we have to go through what we went through as far as, you kind of picking him a little bit. And I feel like she kind of did pick him a little bit. Because for one, if she didn't care, I can't say if she didn't care, she cares for Billy, but like for one, if she cared about Dawson's feelings, right? She would have told Billy to leave. 100%. Why? Like to me, I didn't think that it was a smart idea for Jen to ask if Billy could stay at Dawson's house. That right then and there, I was like, what? Why? Hell no. I would have been like, hell no from the beginning. And I think I was saying that as it was happening. I'm like, what? I would not do that. Right? So right then and there, if I'm Dawson, I would have been thinking like, oh my gosh, she's probably thinking about this guy, you know? So I totally understand why Dawson felt the way he did because I would have thought the same way. And I feel like Dawson and me were kind of thinking the same kind of way, you know? And I'm not shitting on Jen or anything. I just would have been upset and disappointed that she would have like I think he said led on. I think he said led on or some shit like that. What is it? Let me see if I could find it. I want to show you guys so that way you know like what I'm talking. Okay.
Truth is, it's really no different than it is right now. I mean, geography aside, I am still the same stupid girl who's always found it easier to escape into a relationship than to face life on her own.
Jen, that's not true. Okay, so
I've never stayed home on a Saturday night. I've never gone stag to a school dance. I mean, I'm pretty. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate, and I am still way too unhappy most of the time.
what? Jen.
You know, I know.
Is it right here? Hold
Were
on.
just an ounce of your idealism, and I wish I knew some better way to say this. But
We can make this work.
All right, I'm not gonna keep sitting here trying to find it. Long story short, he was like, "You pretty much led me on while you was out with Billy," and I was like, "Yeah, I would have felt the same exact way." Anyways, that was just that with that. I like the decision. I think it's smart for Jen to just stay by herself. I think that's probably the best choice for her at this time. Dawson's gonna be butthurt. He's gonna be upset about it. Hopefully, he could get over it, and the two could still be friends. We had Joey, who is definitely now showing a lot more than it did in the beginning of the show. That she is definitely into Dawson, and I love Pacey kind of poking fun at her about it. We got to see Dawson's mom and dad making a return back onto the screen, and I love every moment of this too. I like that they're taking it slow. Gail, which I think is Dawson's mom's name, after towards the end, they were, having that moment where they were dancing and she was going in for a kiss. And I love that the father was like, let's take it slow. Because, yeah, let's be honest, let's take it slow. Like, what you've done to him is going to take some time to recover. Like, I probably would have never recovered. So I give a lot of credit to Dawson's father for actually trying to actually put the effort into it. At first he wasn't, but now he's actually trying to. I don't think I would have had the heart to do it. I would have been the trust would have been gone. The trust for me would have been so broken that I don't think this would have ever worked again. So much credit to him. And I like that they're taking a slow approach to this than just rushing into getting back together, because I feel like by that happening, it's not very realistic. Maybe that happens in real life, but like maybe not too, somebody got cheated on. I'm sure it will be a rocky road before they get back to where it was once before. Other than that, there's not much more to add on to it, you guys. I honestly cannot wait to see what the next episode brings us, because now I do expect going into that next episode that we're going to see Dawson kind of acting a bit petty towards Jen, which I don't think is fair. I don't think that's right if he does decide to do that. I think he should understand the situation, and I think he should be able to, accept what it is that she wants for herself. I mean, at the end of the day, she needs to think and take care of herself. She's only 16. You know what I mean? So hopefully Dawson isn't too upset about it. Hopefully the two could still remain friends and we're back to normal, hopefully. But who knows? We'll have to see, you guys. Great episode today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next episode of Dawson's Creek.